I got a feedback that a lot of my Riga content is rather depressing, but what can you do? My plan was to visit a lot of railway stations before renovations and all the work. And in a lot of these cases, these railway stations are really rather bad infrastructure-wise and all the areas they are in. So this time it's Jāņavārti station, as you saw. This will be impacted also by Rail Baltica, the rails of which will come over the stockade from Šķirotava side and then here to join our main line, broad gauge railway to the direction of Central Station in Riga. So there will be a lot of changes, and oh boy, they are definitely needed here. So, as Russians say, trash content again on this channel, but there's nothing unusual and you have to get used to that, as always. So where are we? We are at the beginning of Jāņavārti district. Actually, the Acropole Mall is not far away, but in general this is a commie block district built in Soviet times in the 70s. And the station infrastructure hasn't changed much from that era too. Right next to the station we have public transport stop for 15 trolleybus, which is rather frequent and good Riga public transport there. But it has of course its own reputation with unsavory clients or people who use it oftentimes. There is an overpass to cross the rails, but currently it's closed off because it's in really terrible shape, and here you just see typical Soviet times station building of Jāņavārti. What was interesting that I saw that there's, even though the crossing is closed, there are some gates open, and although it says that it's the closed off zone, you can't cross the rails, I saw that people were still crossing, so I guess it still works somehow. But because of Rail Baltica, of course, you can't have the same level crossing of the rails because of the speeds involved, and everywhere there'll have to be either tunnels or overpass over the rails. So in Jāņavārti case, they plan hopefully a rather decent or nice tunnel for pedestrians and people on bicycles, and that's actually the plan currently. Actual Rail Baltica regional station will not be located here, it will be located on the other side of Slava Tilts, across the Massivs, where the big 9-floor commie blocks are located somewhere there, where there should be another tunnel, but of course we'll see. There's actually not much space there to have Rail Baltica stop, so they have to do it further towards the center of the city. But we have what we have, and Riga city has come up with their own suggestions of how the tunnel should look like, and they look really nice. The experience of the Swedish railways and the Netherlands has been taken into account, although I'm not sure if we've got the Netherlands-like solutions, and I'm not even sure if we get the Swedish solution, something like that, but I hope that at least it will be a tunnel decent enough that you don't have any stairs there. It's really a good length so that you can cross it with a bicycle easily, and even people with disabilities don't have to tackle stairs. So that's that. I certainly hope that it's closer to the examples from Netherlands, like in this picture, than our usual way how we do it, but it's also possible that at the end we'll get some ugly overpass because there's not enough money. Maybe they were, just rebuild this shit here, which is closed now, but hopefully we'll get a tunnel there. As I said, it's a commie block district, but it's great that we have Riga city public transport right next to it, and it's actually 15 trolleybuses, very frequent, so there is a way how we can work with this station and how in future with the high platforms for better boarding of trains it can be improved, as well as the whole area. Thanks.